This is the Terraforming Mars Advanced Tips and Tricks Guide, which is designed to help experienced players with tips to win more consistently and to crush other corporations under their economic might. In Terraforming Mars, you play as a corporation trying to maximize profits while terraforming Mars for human habitation and growth. Follow these tips to become an expert faster. If you're looking to learn how to play, check the link in the description below for resources. If you're a beginner, check out our survival guide for early tips. Tip number 1, actions. Your corporation is allowed to take 1 or 2 actions in each turn. By taking 1 action in a turn, you're able to get more information before you act. This allows for easy capture of milestones and awards and terraforming bonuses when you're the only non-passed player. Number 2, every card has a value that determines whether or not you should play it. 2 power is roughly equal to 2 heat, or 1 megabucks, or 1 plant. 1 titanium has an obvious value of 3 megabucks, and steel has an obvious value of 2 megabucks. Because it costs 3 megabucks to purchase a card draw itself is worth 3 megabucks. The value of a production is a little bit more complicated. So you'll estimate how many more rounds you have left, how many more generations you have left to go. I typically think of 14 generations as a complete game, but I've seen them go as long as 18 and as short as 12. So you would multiply the conversion from the upper part of the chart times 14 minus the current generation. And that shows you how valuable that production element is. There's lots of cards that adjust these values, and so you want to abuse those cards to accelerate your engine. Standard projects cost slightly more value than they give, even after factoring in the card draw cost. I typically wait till the end of the game to play standard actions, unless I might get some type of resource bonus. Number 3, city layouts. Sometimes it's most advantageous for you to play as many cities as possible. For example, if you focused on building the city action cards. In front of you is the most efficient type of city placement. You can place a city, it has to be 1 space apart from another city. So placing it along the hex diagonal will get you to the most efficient placement. And you'll surround 1 square with 3 cities. A weird note is that you can actually place 5 cities around a single square in one case. You have to place 1, 2, 3 cities first, then play Noctis City and Urban City, and that'll place 5 cities in around one hex. When my opponents benefit more from city placement, I try to place as few of cities as possible on the board. And the way I accomplish that is by creating triangles of forests that can't be built within. So for example, we have a triangle forest right here. And so we have fewer cities than would be otherwise placeable. They're less tightly packed. And you do that by putting a city across a forest from another city. In cases of Noctis City, we're able to really maximize that by building around in that same format. And then instead of skipping 1, we're skipping 2. So look for the opportunity to spread out even further. Tip 4. The heat production that you gain from increasing temperature is a trap. You'll want to take the increase if it doesn't take you out of your way, but spending anything out of your way, such as building the standard projects, wastes a lot of money, more money than it actually returns. Oftentimes heat will get maxed out, and this small production bonus doesn't help you much for the Thermalist award. And the final tip. Power is one of the most powerful resources. It's probably why it was named that way. Utilizing cards driven by power is an incredibly potent strategy. Power is used to collect raw points, such as when you play AI Central or with the Commercial District. You can also build cities cheaply, such as with the Immigrant City. And you get some really powerful effects out of this as well, such as the ability to draw cards with both AI Central and the Development Center, or collect lots of money with Martian Rails. Almost always worth playing Martian Rails. In the worst case scenario, power simply fuels thermal energy production. But building power supply will enable you to increase your flexibility to capitalize on these one-time cards or these action cards. If this guide helped you master Terraforming Mars, please click the like button. If you have other tips that you could share with other players, please share those in the comments below. If this guide helped you master Terraforming Mars, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. And if you have other tips to share with other players, please stick those in the comments below. There's also a lot of really great expansions for Terraforming Mars. Let me know what your favorite is, and we'll highlight that video first.